Hey guys. All right. Welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are having a good night or a good day. I've missed you. We're going to get some divine masculine answers. Just what's going on with your DM. Today I am offering free astro questions for my members and $22 for everyone else. If you have an astrology question about your chart, feel free to go ahead and ask me. All I ask is that you guys please subscribe to my JKS Learn Astrology channel, which should be connected here to my site, and pay $22 on Cash App or donation if you're not a member on my website. But if you are a member, just please be sure to go and subscribe to my other channel, and it's free for you guys. Okay. All right. Hey Jack. Oh darn it, I probably did receive your email, but I haven't opened it or read it. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. I don't know, I just spaced it. I remember you brought that up to me last time and I said I would, and gosh dang it, I just forgot. I'm so sorry, but I'm going to take down a little note so I can remember. All right, I'll be right with you guys. Email. All right. Okay. I'm sorry, Jack. Stupid Mercury retrograde. And you know what? It's not just that. I've been dealing with my grandma. Serious issues with her. She's making life a little bit hard for me sometimes. So I've been kind of overwhelmed with that little lady. So I'm so sorry. My mind, it just slipped, and I'm so sorry. And I could really use your support, guys, for sure. Oh, no. I'm sorry, Jack. I will check it. Princess Puff, hopefully it's positive. I've been low energy for 2 weeks. Oh, I'm not okay. Samina, hi. Eat Me, good to see you. And Peaches. All right, keep in mind, guys, your divine masculine could be a girl. She's just in a divine masculine energy, and that's okay. Hi, Steven. So, Eat Me, what placement should I look at? Why am I always poor and having problems with people in Vedic? Well, yeah, let me know your placements. Before you guys ask your questions at the end of the video, make sure you absolutely 100% without a shadow of a doubt know your placements via Vedic sidereal so I can help you properly at the end of the video, because I do not want to help people answer your questions, even if you're members, if you're going to be running around guessing and figuring it out, because that's too much for me right now. Just make sure you know your placements and I'll tell you what's going on with your question. All right. So starting out strong with this divine masculine is a Page of Cups. Jack Wolf, the energy has been seriously affecting family cohesion. Oh, Jack, that's a good one. Me too. Yeah. Seen a lot of that. A lot of that. If you guys are noticing problems with family, oh yeah, we're all feeling something like that going on. So anyways, this divine masculine is coming in. He is trying to reach you, or he will be. This is a very kind and friendly, maybe even a little flirtatious conversation. If you guys are like, Steph, I'm not communicating with my DM at all, it's possible this page doesn't mean communication for you. It's possible this masculine may be open to trying new things, being more open-minded spiritually, taking baby steps towards an awakening in their life, and working on forgiveness and self-love. So for those of you that are struggling with that communication, it could also mean that. But for those of you that are in communication with your DM, this person is going to be texting or calling very soon in a very upbeat, lighthearted, flirtatious kind of way. And that's just the vibe they're in. They're not really wanting to offer you anything major or even substantial. They're just showing up in a friendly way, just open-minded, okay? They are thinking about the past with you, a lot of Cancerian vibes, which is very, very warm, very homely, like not homely, but just very comfortable and feelings at home. It's a good energy, honestly. Then we have the Star card. So this masculine is feeling extremely open-hearted, open-minded, worked on forgiveness, and definitely looking at the past with a clear eye. I don't know what kind of transformation happened to your DM, but this is positive. This is, oh, I see what I did. I see what I did. Okay, well, I learned my lesson. I'd like to make it better. Do you want to talk? Do you want to hang out? What are you doing? How are you doing? This masculine is ready to move on from hard times with you for good times, hoping that you can forgive them. They're not over you, they're still hanging on. They feel like there's unfinished business with you. And they understand. I think this was the big deal that they are looking at clearly now. They left you in a very competitive nature. Like they must have made you feel like you had to compete for them in some way. And they're like, I'm sorry that I made you compete for me. I'm sorry that I made you feel like you had to fight for me and that you had to fight for my attention. I don't want to do that again. Um, I don't want to make you feel uncomfortable around me or feel like you have to fight for me anymore. Five of Pentacles, the person that maybe they left you for or were talking to while you guys were together is abandoning ship with them. They're getting out of what feels like a bad relationship or just bad times. So I feel like things are going to be getting better for them. This is a happy, warm new beginning. I do think that they're happy to talk with you and give you some good news. They are ready for a new beginning, Ace of Pentacles. And they're maybe even considering offering you a new beginning. I do think they're willing to work on themselves and this relationship with you. I think you guys are about to take this to the next level. This is someone who repeatedly thinks about the past and what you guys had. You are still somebody they wish they could be with. This person honestly maybe didn't leave things with you the right way. There's some kind of history here, Six of Cups, the World in reverse, where they feel like they just didn't have closure with you or you didn't have closure with them or it just wasn't over between you guys. Maybe they just moved on and you guys never really had that final goodbye. You know, kind of like someone going to college and leaving the relationship, you little fat dog, but not really thinking this would be the end of our relationship, you know, till it actually happens. So I feel like there's some kind of acknowledgement of it. Just, hey, I made some mistakes. And I'm not that person anymore. You cannot go climbing on my desk, you fat cat. You fat cat. Sorry, my cat's being cute and in my way. All right, so this being said, nice guy or nice girl, just a kind, loving, warm person, someone I'd like to be around, somebody you'd like to share things with. They're easy to talk to. They feel like you're really easy to talk to. This person can talk to you about anything. I think recently they've been sharing with you, or they will be soon, sharing, hey, these are the hard times I've been having. These are my struggles. So they've been able to talk to you about whatever it is they've been going through. And, you know, again, they're feeling super connected to you. And can I just say, they are feeling like this is more than friends. If you guys have had nothing but a friendship with this person, they want to take it to the next level. Now, something they're going through that maybe they've brought up to you or maybe they haven't yet. I feel like they're recently heartbroken. They've been not the most honest person in relationships. I think a lot of this realization is the heartbreak and pain they've caused you. And I do feel karma's gotten them back. And they're not mad about it. They're not even mad that karma's coming to collect. This is a real wide open understanding of, I deserve it. You have a masculine here that knows he deserves karma. And like I said, he could be a she, but this masculine owning up to their mistakes, wanting to be a better person in general and for you. They're working really hard at being a better person. I do see that here. They realize a lot of the past was betrayal and backstabbing. And this may have been with you and other people or everyone, but nonetheless, karma's delivering. So let's see what else is going on with their current struggle involving you. Oh, twin flames. Well, yin yang, balance, union, duality. Wow. I think twin flame speaks for itself. I don't have to read the entire card. You guys get it. They are definitely leaving Six of Swords, a previous relationship. It just didn't work out. To be honest, they were with an earth sign. Okay, so this is probably a Cancerian masculine, but it could have been an Aquarius and possibly even a Pisces or a Scorpio. But they got together in a connection with an earth sign. Okay, so Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. And they might have been in this for like 8 years, maybe less or more, give or take. Could be 5 years. Excuse me. For some of you guys, a year. And whatever it is, it really just represents they've been in something that has been long-term. It was an investment. And if it wasn't a relationship, it could just be an invested career or an invested lifestyle or practice that has changed. They're no longer actively involved. Okay? And so this is a part of their hardships, and the fact that they realize, and this is karma doing its job, they made a mistake with you. Okay, it's not a huge tearful thing. It's just like, oops, I made a mistake. I see where I was wrong. Can I fix it? Spirit, can this masculine fix it? Oh, blowing a kiss. So unconditional love, giving and receiving fairness, love and affection returned. I am hearing restored. I do think they can restore this. But there's going to have to be some big changes. They really are going to have to cut off whoever this is. They're going to have to stop the pattern, and they can no longer be with that individual. Coffin, it's got to be done with once and for all permanently. And they have to really be ready for a new beginning, which is a liberation, reborn, and transition, tragic ending. So they have to be ready for it. This masculine's going through some kind of a death. And I don't know what's going to happen, everybody, but I had an omen yesterday. And I thought it was just about me and my family. So I was about to take a little trip somewhere, like 2 hours away. Then I saw the omen and I was like, I'm not going. Because I knew the universe was trying to tell me something. So I didn't end up going. It was crazy. The kids were disappointed. My brother and sister-in-law was disappointed too. But I just said we're not supposed to go and I have to trust it. The omen that I had, which is very weird, and I'll just tell you guys, because maybe it wasn't about me or my family. Maybe it's about you. You know, maybe it's about this reading. And I'll let you guys interpret it too, because some of you guys are really good at that. But I was driving and I saw this humongous raven. And he was big. He wasn't a crow, because crows tend to be much smaller than ravens, noticeably smaller. And crows travel in flocks. So crows are never really just chilling all alone. But this raven was alone. And I looked all around to make sure he was alone. And he was. And he was almost as big as an owl. I mean, he was huge. So I took a picture and I was like, wow, that's cool. And I was on the phone with my mom. And I was like, can you Google what this would mean? I mean, I know ravens can represent death or a transformation, you know. I just wanted to be sure, and if she had any other information that she could share with me on the road. So she looked it up, and sure enough, it included an omen of death or a major transformation. Obviously, the ending of life as you know it, and a transformation of self. It also remarkably stands for a spiritual message from the other side, where you are being awakened in your spirituality and seeing things much more intuitively, and your psychic abilities are heightened. Like, you know, you're very, very, very aware, which I was, and it caught my eye. So anyways, I was like, oh, that's really cool. Well, I hope there's a great transformation that's about to occur in my life. Something good. I was trying to look on the positive side of it, not the ominous could be a death, you know. So my intuition told me death, but I didn't want to listen to that. I was like, no, it's not going to be a death. I don't want a death. And no, it will not be a death omen. Maybe the death of something metaphorical, but definitely not a real death. So anyways, the same day, yesterday, I was driving somewhere else. And then I was way up north on a completely different road. Excuse my cat. Go on. No, go on. Go down somewhere. You can't be on my desk. Go on, Happy. Go on, please. Thank you. You sit behind me, little pooch. Come on, kitty. Anyways, I'm so sorry. So I was driving on a different road, and then I see this humongous black raven. God, I hope it wasn't the same one. Dead on the ground, on the road. No other birds. No magpies. No flock of crows. I looked all around, and usually with a dead animal in the street, there's a lot of magpies and stuff. Nothing. It must have just happened or something. His head was off, and there was a lot of bright red blood and fleshy kind of gore coming out from his head. His head looked gone, to be honest. And he would have been head first in the road. So if you can imagine a huge raven, head first, in the road, but no head, just red blood gushing. And the weirdest part was his wings were completely spread apart, like an upside down cross. Head down, wings spread completely far apart. And they were spanning, I would say, at least 2.5 feet in width from tip to tip. This is a very large raven, not a small crow. And his wings were spread open wide, and the feathers were perked up, you know, like full spread. And his feet were straight up in the air, just 2 feet sticking straight up in the air. And he was sitting probably about a foot off the ground, you know. It was a large bird. And so I was like, oh my God. I thought it was a box or clothing in the road as I was kind of far away. And then when I got right there, I saw the scene, and I'm like, oh my God, that is obviously a raven. And I was like, this is so weird. Why did I see a big raven earlier? And now I saw a dead raven. And what happened? I questioned the universe. And I thought in my mind death, but like I said, I was telling myself no death. No, it's got to be a better omen. And then that happened. So I knew, okay, this is definitely something to do around a death. Maybe it's literal, maybe it's metaphorical, maybe it's spiritual, but it's definitely not a good omen, like a birth of a baby or a new job or a new relationship. It's not a good omen. It's definitely a negative omen, and maybe even a warning to pay attention. So I tell the universe, and I probably shouldn't have been testing the universe like that, but I was like, if you really don't want me to go on this little trip, and this is really a negative omen, that I should be careful, and I've been warned, then show me another raven. Any raven. Could be a picture, could be real life, could be a movie, a jacket, whatever. Like, just show me another raven before I'm ready to go tonight, and I'll stay. Believe it or not, guys, I come home and I get online and I go to Google. And you know how Google always changes its pictures for the day? Every day it has new pictures for Google, like on their little search bar. Lo and behold, there was 2 ravens. There was like an owl, another bird, and another bird, but then at the top there was 2 ravens, or crows, but either way it looked very much the same. And I was just flabbergasted. I was thrown back. I was like, oh my God, another raven. Now I've seen it in 3s. So there you go, guys. Maybe it means something for you. Maybe it's for someone here directly. Maybe it's for me. I don't know. But either way, it happened, and I'm not just going to disregard that it happened. So, what does that have to do with this reading? Maybe an omen that there is the death to some masculine out there. Perhaps there's a death to a major situation. Either way, there's definite endings. And there's no way around that. It's going to happen. That being said, let's move on with this reading. So there is a chance for your masculine to fix this, if they can be fair. The next card we have is like a moon energy card, and look at that beautiful picture. And here it says, I accept and create more flow and pleasure in my life. All right, so flow and pleasure. So your masculine's kind of going with the flow of the universe, and probably so are you. The next one is this. That's very pretty. And it says, I seek balance and grounding. All right, so your person is finding some peace, finally ending a hard situation that you were probably very aware of. Hi, Manny. All right, so your masculine, what are they thinking about you right now? What do the cards want to reveal? So we have the 3 of Eyes. Are they all in reverse? No. Oh, great. What's going on here? Okay. Okay. So 3 of Eyes in the reverse. I'm thinking that's a lot like the 3 of Swords, but I know it doesn't look anything like that, but that's, I don't know, it's kind of what I feel it is. But it really represents the 3 of Eyes, a stable plan, a firm foundation. However, when it's reversed, it indicates disappointments due to poor planning or unexpected roadblocks. So this masculine is thinking, I didn't expect to still be talking to you. You are not part of this person's long-term plan. You're just kind of here, and it's like the universe made it happen. Why are you always popping up in their life? I do think with the eyes wide open, they're trying to figure out, why are you still around? I mean, they're happy you are, but they know there's some kind of spiritual connection and life purpose. And that's what they're feeling about you right now. It's kind of surprise. What are they thinking about you? Oh boy. What's going on with my cards? Reverse? No. Okay. Another reversal, unfortunately. This is the 5 of Coffins. Again, we're dealing with the word coffin. I don't like these omens. Death, coffin twice. All right, Spirit, what are you trying to say? The 5 of Graves reversed denotes financial gain through hard work and toil. So this is like a 5 of Pentacles in the reverse, and they've already got the 5 of Pentacles. So what are they thinking about you? They're thinking that they can fix this with you with hard work. They're also thinking you're not an easy person to be with. They think that you're a very hard worker, but you're not stupid. Like, you don't waste your time on people. And you probably wouldn't waste your time on them in any way. They're aware. They need you. I feel like I have to say just as much as you need them. There's some kind of we could do better together energy. They might even throw you an offer. I wouldn't be surprised if they did. A financial offer or some kind of ideas. Now, what are they going to do about you? Another reverse. This is ridiculous. What in the heck? I'm getting upset. No, they're not all in reverse, but for some reason, yeah, they're not all in reverse, guys. That's crazy. I don't know. I'm just going to go with it. So we have the Lovers card in reverse for what they're going to do. Interesting. That's a very pretty card. So in this deck, this is the Edgar Allan Poe deck, which, by the way, Raven. Isn't that creepy? All the signs today. If the Lover's card in this deck shows up reversed in your reading, emotions may be out of balance, and this relationship is in peril. So this relationship is in danger. What are they going to do? Putting a relationship in danger? It's like they're risking talking to you. It's already over with someone. They didn't expect to still have you around, but here you are. And so they're willing to work on it. But there's a risk talking with you because you guys are not together. But if somebody finds out you guys are talking, it could cause a huge problem. Interesting. I also feel like they're bringing some level of trouble into your life. It's like you probably already have drama, but they're bringing a little bit of drama into your life. This masculine is not drama-free. Maybe you already have a lot on your plate. You can't, take on more drama, and that's completely up to you. I guess I'm here just to give you the message. As if you didn't already have drama in your life, here they come. Now, there's some level of, I help you, you help me. But there's still a level of drama. It's like maybe they could help you with money, but there's still emotional drama problems. Or maybe they can help you with friendship and relationship, but they have financial problems. You know what I mean? Like there's always something. So I just feel like those are the actions. And there's no way around it. Spirit, what do you want to say about this masculine? What do you want to say about this person? It takes two. Oh my gosh. More ravens. Of course, these look like crows. But nonetheless, 2 of eyes and the 8 of ravens. In this deck, all these pictures are ravens. Because this is literally the deck of ravens. Okay. So let's see what this is all about. At least it's upright. Hey, Spirit's like, hey, we got an upright. We got an upright. So the 2 of eyes represents planning and progress, focusing energy and building the thing that you want together and just taking that next step. So Spirit's like, okay, there's a chance here. Okay? You guys are going to be able to go ahead and make something out of this.
Thanks for pizza.
You're welcome. Mm-hmm. Oh, did you see the root beer?
I did not.
Look around the counters. There's 2.
Okay.
So then we have the 8 of ravens. So you have a chance. Spirit's like, we're going to work with this. This is not a lost hope. This isn't completely a lost relationship. I don't know. This seems all right. You're kind of getting a thumbs up from the universe, I feel. Now, the 8 of ravens, which is also upright, means, well, there's some disappointment somewhere in your guys' life and a desire to kind of withdraw. You guys may feel like abandoning a relationship. Oh. That others see as a successful spiritual fulfillment. Oh, that others see as successful to seek spiritual fulfillment. Oh, they're leaving a karmic. I was confused about this reading till just right now. I'm so sorry, but Spirit says they are going to have a plan to work with you, but this Lover's card in their actions is in the reverse. So I do think in their actions, they're going to be leaving that karmic relationship. I even got a tidbit of that over here with cut down coffin and backstabbing, which is all about separation and a tragic ending and like leaving something behind, obviously. I'm going to go ahead and just flat out say it. Like, I really do feel like the masculine I'm reading for is leaving an earth sign karmic. It is what it is. That's what Spirit says, and that's what Spirit sees. Spirit says they are going to leave this person behind, and they do have some plans to come into your life. Spirit, what do you see in the outcome? What is in the outcome, please? Can you show us the distant future? Like, Boop. Okay. So we have here the 2 of hearts. Another reverse. Jeez. Followed by the magician in the reverse. Interesting. So this is the distant future. Another 2. So that's interesting. 2, 2. So the 2 of hearts, and finally we got an upright again, It signifies tension in a partnership or relationship that could be overly competitive. There may be balance, but it's tenuous and it could be difficult to maintain over time. You guys don't have an easy reading, do you? This relationship is not easy, period, in any way you look at it. This is a troubled relationship. It looks like you guys can still do something with it, but it's certainly not coming without baggage. I guess I kind of felt that earlier in the reading as you guys were here listening. And I said, like, it's not going to be easy. You guys are going to have to work at this because they're coming in, but with what? You know, what are they really going to come in and offer? More trouble. 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands. You know, it's like, this is not easy. The Magician in reverse is disorganization, poor planning, and weakness. Now, this is the bottom of the deck, so it's kind of the overall reason for why you guys could have a troubled relationship. If you guys do not plan or get organized, you're going to hit rocky waters. The advice from Spirit is you guys better get to work at planning your future. Don't just go by the spur of the moment, follow your heart. I don't know, let's just see. That game's not going to work. You guys need to actually have accountability and kind of dedicate yourself to one another if you're going to make this work. There needs to be accountability because wishes, hopes, and dreams are just drama. This person is very hesitant to just leap and open their heart and be with you. There is some holding back. Maybe you're the one holding back. I'm not sure, but there is. There needs to be more information and more planning. Speak up, talk to me, what's going on. I really want you to open up and get clear. What do where do you see yourself in 5 years? Where do you see yourself in 50 years? Where do you want to live? Where do you want to be? What do you want to do? These things need to be answered. So I feel like if you're young in this, be sure you clarify with your partner who is coming back. I need to have some real solid ideas about what we can be together. Again, I just have to warn you, there is love here, but I just feel like they're coming up with more drama than help. Maybe not more, but they're coming into your life with drama, period. There could be some help, but it's still not a walk in the park. You guys have love. This is a divine, beautiful connection. There's a lot of betrayal and suffering in the past. Still be aware of it. They are leaving someone behind. Emperor, Empress. This could be the mother of their kids or the father of their kids, or this could be just leaving behind their, how do you say, like, I feel like it's parents, but I feel like it's more their parents' upbringing. They were taught better than this, I guess is where I want to go. They were taught better. They're not acting like their parents would want them to act. This relationship has its own set of problems, and it needs its own set of rules. So why are they, such a pain in the butt? Whatever. Pain in the butt. So I feel like this is legit. I feel like this is right on target for you guys. I'm glad they're leaving this other connection because obviously it was no good. And I'm glad they're seeking some balance. This is great. So are you. You're seeking balance. But they're at least going with the flow and kind of listening to the universe on it. And I'm proud about that too. I don't think they were always as open or always as listening. You ever feel like you're unlucky in love? That's this reading. Unlucky in love. This is someone that all of their relationships, they all had endings, obviously. And it was more than just one. This is like someone who had a troubled relationship history. Like my brothers have only been with one girl. And even if they had trouble in their relationship, this reading would never be about them because they never had multiple people. Then you look at me, definitely multiple people. I'm not the masculine in this reading. I'm just giving you an example. So if you know someone that has had a string of bad relationships, this is kind of how they feel. I'm unlucky in love. You know, they could have been married 6 times. They could have been almost married 6 times, you know, or 5 or 4, whatever. But this divine masculine, male or female, makes no difference. Feels like I always get the short end of the stick. I'm always back and forth in relationships. I'm tired of struggling in relationships. I would love a good one. But they're kind of coming in with baggage. Probably because every relationship was trash or trashed. And maybe that's why Spirit says you've got your work cut out with this one. One of the big questions that I think you deserve to have answered is if this is your twin flame, as the cards say. Why would you be blessed with a troublesome relationship? Now keep in mind, all of that is seen in your astrology, which I'm about to answer for my members. If you have an astrology question, it's $22, and you can do that right now on my website. Just donate it. Or you can go on Cash App. Okay? And I'll be happy to answer some astrology questions. Well, it's $22 per question. Okay? So you can get 2 questions or 3 questions or 4, but it's $22 each. And I will go ahead and take a look at you and see what could be the problem. But, you know, twin flame or not, we're all destined. And I don't know why so many people in our world today think the best relationship is a completely happy relationship, blessed and peaceful and in love. I do feel, I mean, I've had plenty of experiences, but I think that's kind of biased. I don't think the majority of you guys are going to have a walk in the park kind of relationship. I just don't. But there are some people who are blessed with a good relationship, and they're very lucky. You know, that's their karma, though. And there's a lot of people I know, me included, that have had some real trouble, but it's seen in the chart. I will say this, though. If you guys have something going on with your face right now, like a huge scar forming, or like a major breakout, or just something dramatic, a bruise, a scratch, a blister, a huge mosquito bite, I don't know, something going on with your face, then you're not facing something inside yourself. So there's something that you have to look at inside of you before you can further continue down this road of relationship. So the universe is trying to show you, look inside. They want you to face something in yourself. That could be all the shadow work you need to do. You need to face something, but just putting that out there, food for thought for anyone that's having some drama with their face. Okay. So this is the reason that you are with this person and why they're tied to you. So let's take a look. All right. Spirit says, bottom of the deck is the Divine Empress. Growth. The reason you were tied to this twin flame, if you are that twin flame, is because you had to grow, and they so helped you. They so helped you become who you need to be, or they're like literally forming you right now. They are helping form you. So this is great. There's a huge discovery with this person, and you become more mature and you become more wise, more nurturing and caregiving to even yourself as well as others. You also get to come up a lot financially because of them in some sense. In the past, you guys have the Two of Cups, which this was a fated relationship, and there was a divine meeting. Okay, you guys met under divine circumstances. However you met, it was very spiritual, and you knew it. There were signs, there were synchronicities. There could have been a lion as a sign where you guys met. There could have been grassy hills or trees. There could have been motherly energy there. That is the way you guys met. Oh, Sunval, yay, I see you, girly. Thank you. Happy to answer your question. So there was a lot of special spiritual signature signs on how you met this individual. It could also have to do with the number 2. There's a special union. Your blood work may be very identical, like the same blood type. But there's this beautiful twin flame energy, same time, same place, over and over. There was like a 2-time meeting, like you met this person twice and you never stopped thinking about them. You guys were in tune from the moment you met. There was this beautiful lightning kind of moment where it just hit the both of you that you were meant to meet. So I just want to say you guys were meant to meet. Okay. Eat me, those look like more temporary things. They don't look like super permanent, but yeah, maybe look inward. Okay, Sunval. Yep, both. Oh, negative, very compatible. Oh, that's awesome, Sun. So yeah, this is a huge message that you were destined to meet, and your meeting was very special, very divine. So what's going on in the present? Knight of Cups. Look at all these cups, ever since the beginning too, right? 6 of Cups, Page of Cups, 2 of Cups, Knight of Cups. A lot of love here. You guys have a very compatible relationship and mutual love. This relationship is super destined, but super romantic. Spirit says the reason you guys met is you had a lot to offer one another emotionally. There was a lot of spiritual and emotional healing. And again, since the beginning of the reading, I said this, Cancerian vibes, all of this for your masculine or you, okay? But nonetheless, you both had a mission to heal one another in some beautiful, spiritual, divinely orchestrated way. Sometimes you meet people and you're like, I can't believe I've known you my whole life. You lived right across the street, but I just never knew. I never got your name, or I can't believe I never talked to you. I lived next to you for 20 years. You know, just an example. Or you run into someone and you looked at them and had a feeling, but never said anything. And then you run into them again later with your family. And you're like, oh my God, it's you again. And you're like, how did we cross paths? This is crazy. But those are like divine, very, very orchestrated, spiritually driven relationships. And that's just how you know, karmically, spiritually, twin flamey, you guys were meant to meet and you were meant to be together in some sense. Let's see what the future holds here. Aw, see, and that's what's been going on. Complete broken heart and third party. Were you destined to have a broken-hearted energy with this individual? Yes. Was that meant to help you grow? Probably very much. There's a lot of pain. There's a lot of people involved. There's probably some of that betrayal that we saw earlier, the backstabbing, the abandonment energy. This is all part of the plan. And let's see the essence of it. Page of Wands, 6 of Wands. The essence of it was honestly humiliation. You guys both had to learn something from one another through humiliation, embarrassment, and humility, which is also just being humbled by the universe. The universe literally said, I'm going to humble you. You are not going to be on your high horse. You are not going to think that you're all that and a bag of chips, if you will. You are not. There's some kind of humility. Both of you are teaching each other how to be humble. I don't know. That's what I'm feeling. And this is what's growing you guys. This is what's helping you guys mature. Let's see another reason why you guys were meant to be together besides taking down that pride, giving you an ego death. Really, you met this person for a huge ego death. And if it's not like something you received, perhaps you gave them the ego death. I don't know. You see which foot the shoe fits on what side. Grounding. See, and earlier your person said, I seek balance and grounding. So interesting. Look at that. So here again, stability and security, performance, growth, and endurance. Do they complement you? Do you guys ground one another? There's some kind of I calm you down and you calm me down. Without you, I'm kind of raging or I'm just spinning out of control. Somehow in your presence, I feel very grounded. And the other person's in the same boat. My life spins and goes chaotic, but when I'm with you, I feel very solid, very grounded and stable. So there's just this better together energy through pain. Is it possible that twin flames can be better together through pain? Yes, every day. And we have a love call. Hold on, guys. There's like a car alarm going off. I don't know if it's mine or not. I don't know. Let me go see. I'll be right back. Omens. Never mind. It's not my car. All right. Yay. It's not my car. I was just like, is it me? Okay. So like I said earlier, and we started out with that, you're going to get that Page of Cups. Your divine masculine is going to call you and make contact. There is going to be a flirtatious, loving, affectionate kind of communication. It's coming. Okay? I want you to know that they're definitely opening up with a star. They're ready to heal something. They are going to express their love in some way, okay? They're going to text you. They're going to be thinking of you. Yes, there's something for you to be like bummed out about, which is they're coming with some drama. However, I feel a lot of you guys are stronger than that. A lot of you guys are like, I can handle it. I'm not looking for a picture perfect connection. Everyone's got drama. Bring it. I feel like a lot of you guys aren't scared about a little drama. It's not major drama. It's not like towers, you know? It's not swords, thank God. It's pentacles and wands, which is a little bit of back and forth energy and a little bit of financial insecurity. Some unstable energy there. And probably some people in their life that you would rather them not have in their life. So that's the kind of drama. I don't think it's super big to worry about to stop you from communicating with them. Hi. Oh, that is really cool. That's really cool. Good job. I like it. I love you. I like your hat. Anyways, Abdullah, Blackthorn, a little is okay. A lot is too much. Yeah, this isn't too much. Princess Puff, I love him so much. I can't do the back and forth. Yeah, I don't think they're going to be back and forth with you. I think they're back and forth in life general. Not where they live. I just think there's people in their life that kind of cause confusion. Could be brothers and sisters, could be friends, could be an ex. I feel like the problems in their life are more so suited to financial concerns. And they might be sometimes codependent on other people for money. It could represent loans. It could represent they owe people. It could represent they're in debt to others. It could represent they help out, like loser type friends. They help them out, or they're more supportive of others when they shouldn't be. And there's many things that could represent, but Spirit's like, it's not easy. And in the future, there is that brokenness that you guys were just destined to go through. There's some kind of pain, some kind of suffering that you guys go through with one another. Now, both of you are grounded, but it's just not a walk in the park relationship. And I have to keep it real with you. This is for the twin flames. I asked, can you please tell me why these twin flames were put together? I did not ask, why were karmics put together? That's a no. And I didn't ask why soulmates were put together. That's a no. This is specifically twin flames. So, this last part may or may not resonate with you, and that's okay. This is just a last part explaining to twin flames what could be the situation. Okay? And I've never really met a twin flame yet that has had an easy transition or a happy relationship. And can I keep it real with you guys? I mean, do you want me to keep it real? Because I won't if you don't want me to, but you already know. You're all grown-ups. You're all super grown. Hopefully, most of you are super grown. And you guys have probably been walking on your spiritual path for many years now. And you are on the level. So you guys completely get it that some relationships are just not destined for green pastures. You know that. Some relationships on the real are destined for death, like they'll die on you. That's super sad. But for some of you guys, that's what it ends up being. For some of you guys, it's always going to be a third party, unfortunately. For some of you guys, it's like they're always just out of reach. They're always there, but not completely, And that's just keeping it real. I know you know that. And I know you probably watch a lot of other tarot readers. That's okay. I'm happy that you guys do. But please don't fool yourself by believing every happy ending every week or even every day, for that matter, here on YouTube. It's okay to have hopes. It's okay to have desires. It's okay for there to be some happy endings. But just don't go expecting that all the time. And then when you're in a relationship, you're extremely disappointed and convinced they're not yours because you're having a really hard time. I know that the media and movies and a lot of things want to tell us if it's love, it won't be hard. But I think they couldn't be further from the truth. Some people are lucky. When it's love, it's not hard. But for others, love is really, really hard. And that's just a part of their chart. There are several chart placements that represent real hardships in relationships, period. And there's just no way around that. You can do things to remedy your rough relationships. There's always things you can do to help remedy it. But even the people that escape death or escape a breakup or escape a divorce, and they find remedies to keep their relationship together, they still find problems in it, even if it's saved. So just, if you do have a rough chart placement, cut yourself some slack. Don't go off disappointing yourself, expecting the Notebook endings or Cinderella endings. If you know your placements and you're like, crap, just don't be lying to yourself, okay? Because you're going to be constantly feeling like a failure and helpless and hopeless, and you're just going to feel terrible when you hit brick walls, and you're not going to really know how to fix that or like remedy it, or just be honest with yourself, So get an astrology consultation with me or someone else, but just get one done, and you maybe just research it yourself. One of my favorite websites to look at your chart with is Vault of the Heavens, Lahiri Ayanamsha. So you can Google that and you can find your chart placements. Please make sure you use the right time of birth, though that makes a difference. You may think guessing is okay, but it's really not. It makes a huge difference. If all you do is guess, the only correct information you're going to get on that chart is the sun placement. So you really do want to have the proper time. Okay? Abdullah, the hardest love I've ever known, the realest, most intense. I feel you on that. Completely feel you on that. The realest loves out there, in my experience as well, have been the hardest. But I'm also the most grateful for those real ones. The easiest relationships I've had that just didn't require a lot out of me or a lot out of them they just were not imprinted on me very well. I have fond memories, but it's not deep and it's not big. Not in my heart, not in my mind. It's the ones that did a lot of damage that tend to stick out, right? And they're right there because they leave scars. And this relationship's going to leave a scar. Can I just also add a detail for this reading? I feel like this is your third major relationship, or this is their third major relationship. And by major, you know what I mean. Major. So if this marks person number 3 in your life, or your person number 3 in theirs, that's a sign, and that's something you need to be just fully aware of. Let's go ahead and get how this person feels about you, and then we'll just go on to the personals, okay? If you're watching me right now, we see 46 of you here. It's $22 for an astrology question. If you guys want to know something about your chart for your relationships, please feel free to ask me. Just donate $22 on Cash App or on my website with the donation button. Because I'm about to get into your guys' personals. If you are live, Peaches, it's included free for you. You're my member. You can go ahead and ask me an astrology question if you have one. If you don't have one, you don't have to ask. It's just if you guys do have a question. Spirit, how does this twin flame feel for my collective right now? Also, you guys may have some fate being parents, or you were parents in a past life, but there's some kind of fated pregnancy or fated parentage together. Like that's just another sign. And perhaps Cancerian vibes, your guys' mothers brought you together in the spiritual realm or literally in this life. A mother figure or a mother may have brought you guys together. So there's some kind of fate acknowledgement there as well. So Cancerian vibes also represent crab trees, crabs, a kitchen, a restaurant, obviously being out and around your mother, or mother figures. Yeah. Cancerian vibes. Deep areas of water where you could have met this person, like an ocean, a deep lake, perhaps something with a lot of children. If you met this person in a place with a lot of children, because Cancerians represent parenting, mothering, pregnancies, things like that. Nurturing, could even be something medical. Might have met this person. Okay. So how does this person feel? Wow. See, this whole reading is about fate. They feel that you guys are mine, like you guys are meant to be. They feel like you're honestly already their wife or their husband, or you have been in a past life. There is no one else in the world who could ever replace you. We were made to be together. We are destined, and I am yours, and you are mine only. We have done this before, and we will do it again. Woo! Talk about multiple lifetimes together. There is some sense of ownership, Perhaps they want you to have a tattoo of them on your body, or you vice versa. Perhaps they want you to wear a ring, or you're wearing a ring already, or they're going to wear a ring in the future. You guys have definitely spoke of marriage. Definitely have been married in a past life for sure. There's this beautiful connection that cannot be broken. It's even replicating that Two of Cups energy. So this is a genuine love connection. It's absolutely real. Bottom of the deck, they feel they have a lot of regrets with you. They are so ashamed and embarrassed about how they handled things in your relationship. They can't bear to look at you in the eyes sometimes and just tell you everything. They're afraid they're going to hurt you, and they're just very embarrassed. They can't stand the thought of making you cry either. They hate that. They hate to hurt you. Just let me build up the courage to confront us. Okay, so they're working on this, and it's the, look at the tears and the Three of Swords. You guys really have had a super rocky past. And probably there's not an end of problems in the future either, but they want to heal it, and they do want to fix it. That Three of Swords, it does always talk about healing. It hurts to deal with it, but it requires forgiveness, and it requires maturity, and it requires sometimes forgiving even when you don't get an apology, you know, and it requires a choice that you make for yourself, for your own happiness, that no matter what you've been through, you're stronger because of it, and it was good for you. It's that tough love, hard medicine. So anyways, there you go. And that concludes your connection with this masculine, a deep, loving, and grounding connection. They are going to reach out and communicate with you. That's going to happen very soon. Within 30 days, they're going to be making an effort to reach out, communicate with you, and kind of get this relationship back going in some sense. They're going to revisit this relationship. So your masculine from the past is definitely coming back forward. It's not an easy road, but I do think it's something you guys can work out. And there we go. So now I'm going to answer the astrology questions. If you are an ultimate member, I'll be happy to answer them. And even if you're a basic member, I will answer your astrology question. Okay? If you're an ultimate member, you can get up to 3 questions about your astrology. If you're a basic member, you get 1. If you guys want to become a member, please go to my website, www.jks1111.com. Purchase the Ultimate Membership today, and you guys get your 3 astrology questions answered. If not, you can just pay separately, and they're $22 each. So just go to my little box here. It should have a link to Cash App or my website, which I know is right there in the banner. And there's an area at the top left corner. Just scroll down and it will say donation, and just donate it right there. Okay, so bye, Stephen. You have a great evening. Thank you for being here, Stephen Butler. Abdullah Blackthorn, good to have you tonight. Expect this person to reach out for sure if this is your masculine. Strong Cancerian vibes. Eat Me, your question is, which signs should I ask about? Okay, so when we start with astrology, we don't talk about the signs. That's not how astrology works. We're talking about houses and planetary placements. Okay, and the signs are only relevant once I know what planets are in them. Just because you have 12 zodiac signs in your chart doesn't mean that the sign is going to make a difference into your karmas. So you want to know where you struggle to get money or always have to spend it. So you're going to look at the 8th house, Eat Me. And if you're not clear on astrology, this is where I need you to try to study up on it just a little bit to kind of figure this out. But the 8th house, Eat Me, is going to be the results of your money and your investments, what's going to come from it, your expenditures, where you spend your money, where you lose your money, etc. So if you're having some kind of financial problems, you're definitely going to want to see what's going on in my 8th house. You're also going to probably want to look at your second house. I would expect for you to see Rahu or Ketu there, perhaps Saturn, perhaps Mars. Pretty much those would probably create some issues. Mars more so would give you a lot of gains in money, but maybe you'll lose it quickly as well. The zodiac sign does have something to do with it if there's a planet inside those houses or looking at it. But again, I don't know your house placements with your planets. So I need you to come back when you're ready with your chart information, because remember, Eat Me, in the beginning of the video I said, please be sure to have your chart placements 100% down before I get to you, because I don't want to spend time waiting for, let me go check, let me go look, and then back and forth in confusion, because I've done that before and it takes like 30 minutes, and I can't do that tonight. Natural Mystic, hi, you're here. Sun Val, I don't know what to ask, Steph. I want you to be led by your intuition. Well, Sun, it's not a tarot question or a channeling question. It's an astrology. I would really like to help you out with astrology. If you don't want me to do the astrology, I can do a tarot if you want, like a little tarot reading. But I thought you might like to go ahead and have that astrology question answered. But you know, if you want the tarot, I'm fine with that. Eat Me, I have my chart, but I don't know how to read it. Okay. Then this is going to be drama because I can't read what's not in front of me, and I need you to read it to me so I can tell you what's going on with it. If you and I cannot go head to head with knowing what it is and without me seeing it, I'm not going to be able to answer it correctly. Basically, what I'm looking for is a planet in a specific house in a specific sign. And please let me know if you're looking at a tropical print off or a screenshot of your astrology, because then I'll know what your chart looks like. Or you're looking at a Vedic sidereal chart. I prefer North Indian. I do not like South Indian. I know a lot of my teachers do South Indian, but it gets on my nerves and I hate it. So I refuse to, I don't like to read it. So please let me know. Sunval, you know your chart perfect and you want to see some marriage timing. Okay, Sun. And you have your Vedic sidereals. So what is in your first house? Okay, Sun, what's in your first? Because that aspects your 7th. You know what? From now on, Sun, all my clients, I'm just going to keep your charts in file in my room in folders. That way I could turn to your guys' charts if you need questions. So email me, Sun, sometime after today. Email me your time of birth, location. Okay. And then I'll look into that. So Scorpio, what planets, please? Yeah, once you tell me your rising, I know the rest of your chart. You don't have to tell me the rest of the zodiacs. I just need to know what planets are in what house. No planet? Okay. Just give me your planet where they're at, and I'll put it in. All 7 of them. Doja. Okay. I know where Rahu is. You don't have to tell me that. Okay. Just tell me Saturn. Okay. Girl, you and I have Saturn in the 11th. That's awesome. And where's your moon? Okay. Well, you said Venus and Mars were in the 3rd. Oh, Mercury, my bad. Okay. I got it. I got it. All right. Jupiter in the 12th. That's me too. That's crazy. Our Jupiter and Saturn's in the same. Moon in the 5th. All right. Okay. So let me take a look here at your marriage timing. How old are you? Okay. Well, I can tell you what's going on in your life right now. What should be based on your chart is romance, a lot of bed pleasure, or like what you're getting from your partner is a desire for a lot of bed pleasure and a desire for children. Okay. So right now, what would be currently going on is what feels like games, romance, and baby making stuff going on. Okay. And this would have been going on for like the last 3 years. Now, you are moving into something different. But by next year, you're going to be going through what feels like a separation, hardships, frustrations, isolation, perhaps even arguments with your person. I know that's not what you asked. You want to see when was the marriage. But I'm just kind of giving you a heads up. You may have an opportunity for a marriage by the time you're 44. This is a window and an opportunity. All right. I wish I could say tomorrow and next year, but I got to say what's in the chart. So there's one opportunity when you're 44. This is for a legal binding marriage. Okay. There could be relationship still going on in between there. A big sign that this would be a spouse. This person would embody a Pisces energy or Taurus. Even Capricorn. This person would embody that for some reason for you. They don't have to be that zodiac, but they would embody it. I do feel a sign that this is your person. Actually would have a lot to do with today's reading, which would be meeting him, if this would mark a sign for the right one, meeting him around your mother or his mother or a mother figure, something to do with children. It could be a childlike place, something to do with perhaps even a restaurant, like I mentioned, or even something to do around real estate. But this person would be more of a family-oriented type of person, okay? Because that's going to be a big telltale sign for kind of who you're fated with in some way. Children would be involved in some sense. And ironically, I said you would probably have a good timing for marriage at 44. A prominent number between you and this person may actually be a number 4. And that's interesting in itself. Maybe the 4th time's a charm or something like that. You are meant to have some kind of a luxurious relationship for some reason. And your partner is kind of, I hate to say this, but kind of destined for loss in some sense. Someone that tends to maybe invest a lot, stocks and bonds, someone that puts their money away somewhere, but not really holding a lot of it. It's like they might have money under their name, but they don't have access to it. So anyways, that's definitely a sign for this person. I feel like when you do get married, it will be in the season of Taurus, which ironically is May and June, like a May and June type wedding when you're 44, if you will. And I do feel like that kind of a connection would be very stable. It would be at a time in your life where your home life was very stable, where this person's home life was stable. There would be luxurious items around you guys during that time. Somebody would have maybe purchased a really nice vehicle at that time. This is, of course, in a couple years, but a really nice vehicle, luxury vehicle. And this would be a time where you feel like there's a lot of money in your life. And that comes around the time where marriage would be kind of looking up for you. It's kind of like everything starts to look up at that time. There is going to be some karma once you get married to this person. Well, I'm not guaranteeing that you're going to get married. Astrology says there's an opportunity for marriage. Astrology does not predict that you absolutely will. It just says this is a timing. This is an opportunity. It's kind of like when people meet the one, they have a choice, to go through with that relationship and whatnot, or they could just say, nah, not interested. It's timing. Astrology is nothing but a clock. It is God's plan, if you will. It is written in the stars. There's predictions, but no guarantees. But anyways, you are definitely looking at that time frame. I feel like it's fated. I feel like it's going to be good for you, and I do feel there could even be children around that time frame. So it's a prosperous time. It is definitely your 44th year, and I know this is like a bonus. I also see where you could get pregnant on your 44th year, which is another opportunity. There's a previous opportunity for a pregnancy as well, and that is right now. So your 42nd year of life, there's another opportunity here right now for children as well. So I wanted to put that out there. You're much more lucky to get pregnant during this time than at 44. Okay, there's some kind of, it's just in the stars right there. So I feel like 43 is kind of an in-between. It's a no, it's like a pause period. But 42 and 44 look pretty promising for that. If you get to choose, I guess you get to choose when that's going to go down. I feel like even 43, you would be able to get pregnant, but with some complications, but it would still be an opportunity for pregnancy. So these are your prime years. Last year, the sun was there in your fourth right there. So I feel like it was just not working. If there was any kind of struggle in the past, there could have been miscarriages. I don't know. That's what I feel like. I feel like there might have been some drama or a scare or something like that. Anyways, I don't want to dive back into the past. But the next 3 years are looking pretty good. The best year for pregnancy is this year, but the following 2 look pretty promising. But as far as marriage, I definitely see something popping up for you on your 44th year. And that's just a quick look. Okay. And so someone else wanted a reading. Doja, do you have your chart? Sunval, you felt 44 for some reason for marriage for me. I think that's a very good number. Sunval, I had miscarriages and complications with my pregnancies. I can see that in the chart. And I do feel on your 43rd year that could be another situation that may pop up when you're 43 if you were going to be trying at that time. But this year seems pretty promising. And the 44 year seems pretty promising for that. So there is something good going on in your chart for an opportunity there. Natural Mystic. Okay, you're ready, girl. First house Libra. Oh, okay. So we're going to do Natural Mystic because you already have your chart written out. And then Doja will do yours when you have your chart written out. Okay? Let me get you Natural. Okay. Okay. Ooh. I like that Venus and Moon conjunction. Okay. You're welcome, Sun. Natural, okay. Sun. 11th house, Sun. Okay, and 12th house, Mercury. Okay. Greetings and blessings, Shamika. Sun, can I pay for my person to see what is going on in his chart? I want to be nosy. Yes, please do. I would like to be nosy too. Thank you, Sun. And what is your question, Natural? All natural. Yes, we would like to be nosy with your person, Sun. All right, guys, for anybody public watching, if you're not a member, you can just pay $22 and get your astrology question answered. And you could do that through Cash App or my website donation. All right, so natural love and money. Well, it's $22 a question, but natural, you are a ultimate member. My bad. You actually get 3 questions. Okay. So let's take a look at love. What's going on with love? How old are you, Natural? Is there another marriage? Okay. Let me know how old you are. Thank you, Sun. Ellen, I would love one reading as well about love. Okay, honey. Okay, so you just did 60. All right, so let me see. All right, let me take a look. It's going to be a second, okay? I will say this. This year, something is activated about love because you're looking right at your Venus and your moon. And that is all about romance. Has a lot to do with love, obviously. But you have this beautiful connection to someone and just maybe multiple men in your life that always come out like friends. There's this strange will and grace. I'm not saying they're gay, but there's this strange like friendship. I don't know if you maintain friendships with your exes or that's always how it starts, but I feel like maybe that's a sign. I feel like if you are going to get into a connection this year on your 60th year, it would always start out as a friendship and something would bloom more than friends. It's not going to start out super, super sexy and romantic and very separate from it. It's going to feel like you have to connect with this person instantly. And I think you will. I think you're very romantic by nature. Very, very romantic. And I do think if you do some traveling this year, and I hope you do, you're going to meet this person abroad. Another good timing would have been last year. I don't know what recently happened, but last year would have been a really good timing to get married or to have a serious relationship. I feel like in astrology, marriage, it's not always about contracts and paper as much as it is about becoming one with another person. Um, a lot of drama is going to pop off next year. I'm just going to keep it real. There's going to be some losses that you're going to go into next year. There's going to be some separations, perhaps a separation from work or retirement. There could also just be a separation from where you live, which would require a moving. But that doesn't necessarily pop off with a relationship. Okay? So I feel like now is a good time to kind of meet someone or heal something with someone. If you are not in communication, if you are in major separation at this time, try to heal it. Candle work, spiritual work. Because if not, I feel like by next year, this could be that twin flame too. There's a fated karmic ending. Okay? To look into your twin flame, if you want a confirmation on that you even have one at all, I need to look at his chart and your chart and do an actual astrological in-depth reading, which I can't do right now. So I cannot confirm a twin flame connection via your chart right now. But I can tell you about marriage or relationship, and it looks like there's some hardships coming up. But I do feel like right now, that's not the hardship. Right now, there's a chance for this connection. I do feel it. And there's a very good opportunity here. There's going to be some big changes in your life coming up next year. And this may have everything to do with work and home. And that always comes into play in relationships because it dictates what's going to go on in a relationship. Are you living together? Are you not living together? Are you staying in this state or are you moving to a new state? Are you leaving this job or going to a new one, or are you retiring? Are you getting more money? Or are you losing more money? I mean, it always affects the outcome of a love relationship. And there's some very big dramas about to be going on. I'm not saying it's bad or good, but I'm saying there's definitely something coming up that's going to get cut off. It could be your person. It could be you feeling like you're getting cut off from your person. But are there remedies? Are there things that you can do? Yeah. Now, talking about money, there might have been an expansion in losses, either recently or coming up. I feel like it was a little bit more recently, but I feel like it's still going to be going on. There's definitely going to be a large loss financially, but it's weird because at the same time, there's going to be another gain. I'm just going to give you an example, and I don't know your situation or what exactly is going on completely, okay? But just an example of what I mean by a big loss, but also a gain, could be like the loss of a house, but the gain of a new one. Like selling a house, you know, and then needing to purchase a new one. It's a loss and a gain. The same with a car. Now, what I am seeing here is you need to spend more money investing in spiritual things. I don't know if that's for you to expand yourself and to grow and become a teacher, a spiritual teacher, or it's just a need for you to go to like seminars or getaways, taking perhaps yoga classes or astrology classes, or maybe purchasing things for your home perhaps that would help you to grow more spiritually. But I do feel like that's going to be coming up, an expenditure on spiritual items and anything for spiritual growth. I feel like there also needs to be some time or money spent on improving your relationship with your divine husband, future husband, or whatever you would value as the Jupiter person in your life. But there needs to be some time and money spent and more practice. This is an act of sacrifice. Sacrificing your time, energy, and or money on putting it towards that future spouse. Okay, because I know you don't have a husband at the moment, but putting that time and energy into the spouse, the future one or the one now, but just putting that energy in it. And there needs to be some kind of a wise investment, because this is kind of the time to grow, and it's kind of an activated time to settle any insecurities. Now, it's funny you say you're going through a divorce, because I see that absolutely. I see that divorce happening, this loss coming up next year. Saturn here in the 6th and Jupiter here in the 8th. There's a lot of drama. And then you've got Mercury there in the 12th. This is definitely forming that Dashtana negative drama going into your life right now, as you can see that. Okay, and that's drama. So this is your main focus right now. And it's active, it's going. And so, yeah, this divorce was destined. It's written in the stars, it's written in your chart. And I'm not surprised, which is why next year your Ketu is going to be activated along with your Rahu. Now, this is Mars too, so there's drama. There's something big going on here. And that's in career, that's in self-expression or reputation. It's where you spend your time outside of your home. Okay? Your life outside. Could be a change in complete direction. And this is definitely marking a change in home. Ketu. Like I said, there could be a loss and a gain of a home. Okay? That's coming up next year. But there's going to be some big changes. Some finalities with Ketu, absolutely cutting things out permanently. And the home, the marriage, the union, the togetherness, everything that you had, everything that is, that's going to change quite a bit. It needs to be. But again, getting back to marriage, is there ever going to be another marriage? Right now is the time for you to get together with someone. But it's unfortunate that your timing is crappy with it, because this is the exact time you're going through a divorce. But there's this simultaneous period, which is a lot going on right now. The only next period I see available to like kind of pop up, because I feel like last year was another year for getting together in a relationship. So this year and last year were prime years. Now we're going to take kind of a break. There's going to be a lot of perhaps sex, romance, wild connections, random connections, up and down connections. Okay? That's going to be coming up perhaps next year. So the only positive beginning of another connection is going to be 2 years from now or the 3rd year. And that's under Sun and Mercury. Mercury is going to help you communicate, create a connection. All love relationships start with that beautiful friendship and that ability to communicate. And you might even meet this person through a sibling or friends. Or it could be your twin flame that you've been wanting to reconnect with. It's really just an opportunity for a relationship. So that's in 3 years. In 2 years, there's a very good chance that there's a blessed union. Okay? It's going to be highlighted with fun, happiness, joy, creativity, and there's good times to be had in about 2 years. But there's some serious drama going to pop up next year. I feel like that needs to go be blown over first. And that might even last for like 18 months. So your best chance for love and romance is right now. Next year might be a wild ride. But the following year after that looks really good. And so does the following. Okay, but right now, try to make the most of what's going on right now. Because with Venus and Moon, and that's like super blessed, you should be having a good connection right now. This is the moment you should be having a good connection. This is the moment Venus and Moon are shining down on you 7 houses away, trying to get you into that seventh house connection. They're trying to bring romance, affection, and relationship. But it's very emotional. And whomever you're going to get with right now or have been getting with, it's very emotional. That might explain why next year it's going to be a wild ride. But the love is here and the opportunity is here even right now. So you have to kind of look around you. Who's at your fingertips? Who are you communicating with, or who's trying to communicate with you? Maybe it's possible that you could meet someone next week, next month, but it's current. This is right now. So these opportunities will be presenting themselves. A sign about this person could be Saggy energy, something to do with direct arrows, something to do with a spiritual place of worship or spiritual even trip. Okay, I don't know how much you travel. I don't know if you travel at all. But some signs about you and this person is travel. There may even be some astral travel or dream work that really connect you with this person. There's a very dream-like connection. Okay, so it's very fantasy-like. It feels dreamy. In other words, it doesn't feel grounded. It doesn't feel real because Venus and Moon make it feel very unreal. And you might be fantasizing more than looking at your actual connection. So this is going to be difficult, but try to look at whoever's around you now and for the rest of the year in a more grounded way, not so much in a fantasy way, but just in a realistic way. Try to bring yourself down more grounded. Try to do a lot more meditation and mindful rest, which is just super deep breathing and clearing of the mind. Mindful rest and really connect on a higher level with your person and bring it and tether it down into this world, because there's a lot more thoughts and ideas right now than physical reality. And so there needs to be some harnessing, because maybe for some reason you are just dealing with a fantasy type relationship right now. You are going through a huge, massive, life-changing karmic ending. You cannot deny what is going on. This is the main focus. The universe doesn't give an FUCK about your romance. That's fantasy wishful thinking. It's like, what romance? Let's just draw a little pile of SHIT right there, because that's what the universe thinks. I'm sorry, but that's what they think. This is not the main event. They're looking at the main event. So when you ask about, what's gonna, and I feel the pressure from you. I know you want love and romance and a beautiful connection. I feel the pressure, but what I'm seeing in your chart, not a lot going on in that energy. I'm just going to keep it real. This is the time to even have a somewhat of a blessing romantically. Next year, I see a lot of drama. Like maybe it's just getting to know yourself. Maybe it's withdrawing. Maybe it's massive dating. With Rahu and Mars, they're in the 10th. You could be really putting yourself out there, like doing massive dating, because Rahu explodes everything. And Mars is like, hell yeah, pedal to the metal. Let's get on this beast motorcycle and ride. So there's like, there's drama going on. And if you want to look at it in a loving way, your 7th house, which is ruled by Mars because it's Aries, it's affected by Mars in the 10th. It's affected. So Mars is like, oh yeah, we're going to start some shiz. We're going to start it. Like, pedal to the metal with this. So you've got Mars in the 10th, and Mars is 10 houses away from your 7th. So you got a 10-10 energy going on, which has a lot to do with work. And at your age, I don't know how heavy you are into work, but it has a lot to do with work and all your hard work and a lot of effort. So like, no matter what you do, this is serious effort for love. Like it's so hard. It's going to be so hard because Mars is making it hard. But he does want to bless the 7th because he does rule it. So he's going to bring you some kind of romance, but it's with Rahu, the romance that you're going to get. And Rahu does what? Lie, sneak, hide. He's very untrue. You don't know what to expect with him. There's a level of a false relationship. False. Like you're going to deal with a fake scenario, or a scenario that's just not grounded and real. And so that's what I'm worrying about next year, like this very ungrounded connection. And it's right after this divorce is finalizing. So like there's just so much going on. So when you ask about marriage, when's my next marriage? Am I going to have another marriage? I don't know. I don't even know. Okay. The best timing for you to meet someone, is May and June. That's coming up next year. And that's just like the timing of romance for you. Honestly, summer months tend to be a better time of romance for you. I feel like you go into these winters when there's a lot of isolation. It's just quiet, pulled back, pulled away, hidden. If this sounds like your twin flame, then that's kind of what's in the chart. Sounds like your twin flame. Drama, false, not grounded. Lot of. We can work through this. This is just a quick glimpse. I would like to see his chart. I'd like to know what's going on in your house with feng shui, to see where you might be causing more drama. There are remedies for Mars. There are remedies for Rahu. There's a lot of things that you can do on Saturdays that can really help with the pain that this may bring next year. A lot of colors you could wear, candles you could light, mantras you could say, certain types of jewelry you could put on that can remedy some of these situations. You definitely don't want to have fiery red colors in the south end of your home. Usually, people have red in the south, and it does represent Mars. But when you have Rahu and Mars there, sometimes you could light your relationship on fire. And some people accidentally do that. Like, oh, this is my love area. This is the south, my fame. I want to put some red here. I want to put this red rose bouquet here or these red candles. And then the relationships are on fire. Like, it's passionate, but they don't last, and it's drama. So sometimes it's good to tone that down into a pink, or even a light orange. Tone it down so it's not on fire. So there are some remedies you can do. I don't know. I'm not saying that's what's in your house, but if you're not into this person, he's probably not your twin flame. And if you want to bypass him, then bypass him. I don't know who you're dealing with, but if you're not really deeply connected like that and you could care less, I don't think that's like a twin flame. I don't think that's, because twin flame energies are borderline obsession, borderline super deep. I can't drop this. This is heavy. So if it seems really light and it doesn't mean a whole lot, it doesn't have a lot of weight. So I'm not sure for sure that what you're dealing with this person, is that deep of a connection. Yeah.
Made the bowl from Gravity Falls.
Oh, that's really nice. I like that. It looks real.
It does?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I love you.
Oh,
Oh, it is heavy, but you're not into pain, and you are into him, but you'd rather pass. Okay. Well, I'll tell you one thing. You know what people like to do with Rahu? Pass him. Rahu's a big a-hole, a big booty hole, and I think I'd rather just not deal with him. I'm just going to skip around Rahu and jump over here to Mercury or Jupiter. I don't want to deal with Rahu. And that's the problem with twin flames. You cannot avoid the a-hole. If you have a very deep, defined connection with someone, you cannot avoid them. They will pop up at your work. They will pop up where you live. They will pop up in your dreams and in your mind. And it will be, you're going to deal with me, because it's like a haunting demon. Okay, Rahu does not just go away. So if it is a twin flame, you can't just bypass. And that's why people get frustrated with, why am I always getting connected to this twin flame? I'm trying to be done. There's karma. There's something to learn. If you're meant to learn something there with him in the 10th house, if this is him, it looks like where you put your energy and effort needs to be addressed. Mars wants you to go do this conquering of the 10th, which is your reputation and all your hard work, where you create your security. And there's great gains in fame there, or there's great gains in like being the boss in a relationship, being the boss at work, owning businesses, or just having this drive to be a leader in some sense. But there's some kind of false energy surrounded by that with you. So there's a huge drive to be in charge, but there's a false kind of, I don't have all it takes to be in charge. I want that power, but I'm not really equipped for that power. It's like fluff and puff, a big show of feathers, but not a lot base under there. It's like when a chicken fluffs up, they look intimidating till all their feathers are off and they're just tiny. Or like cats, when they fluff up with their hair and they look super scary, and then you get them wet and they look like this tiny, skinny, scrawny little thing. And you're like, wow, you're not intimidating at all. You're not even very big at all. So Rahu with Mars there in the 10th, there's a lot of that energy there about this lesson that you may have to learn about, or maybe it's this person, but being so big and bad, but you're really not. Or them being so big and bad, but they're really not. Or you thinking they're so big and bad, but they're really not. But there's some kind of false energy there that perhaps if this is really real for you, that looking at the truth of it, and it's not as big as you think it is. And so if this person does keep coming up in your life, it's about making this person more important than they are and putting them on a pedestal and kind of blowing up that person and kind of being their number one fan, if you will. And so there might be a lesson here for you about being someone's number one. Because what are they giving you back in return? You know, this empty black hole, this fluff and puff, this big cat's trying to tell you they're going to bring all this and bring all that, and then they bring very little. So there's this very disappointing illusion. And that may be why this person is coming. And what lesson does Ketu want you to learn? Like, what are you going to learn from, building this person up to be bigger than they really were? They're not larger than life. And then Ketu wants you to go back to yourself, back to your comfort zone, being okay at home and being okay in your own place of comfort and not making it more important out there, if that makes sense. What I'm having a vision of is like someone that wants to travel all the time. Just an example. I want to travel all the time. They want to leave their house and they just want to get away. They want to go see the world. They want to be around people because they might really feel uncomfortable at home alone. They might not feel very at peace there. So there's a big lesson about being at peace and not wanting to know or worry about what's out there. Yep.
Once my hand collection is in the car, can I get it?
Yes, you can.
Is the column?
It should be. If not, tell Danny to help. So I don't know exactly, what's going on with you, but these might be some things to look into because I had a friend named Sharon and she did that all the time. I do think, I don't know her on an intimate level. She's my friend, but she works outside a lot and she's always traveling and she works for this hotel and she's always sharing pictures of the world, like all these beaches and all these awesome places, even just restaurants around town and out with friends, and I hardly ever see her at home. And if she does come home, it's like for a day or two and then she's out again. Or sometimes, in the winter she's home a lot, but every day she's going out, so every day she's out. And so some of these lessons are let's deal with ourselves. Let's be in a relationship with us, our own self. Are we happy with self? How do you feel being in a relationship with yourself? Hey, knock it off. I'm sorry, my oldest. He's so dramatic. I'm so sorry. Hang on, guys. Hey, I am on the phone. I told him he could go, and you're being drama. Sorry, guys. All right. I got a drink. My throat's starting to hurt. Okay. Natural. I'm going to go ahead and quit there, hun. Thank you for your comments about that. I hope that made sense, but that's kind of what's just going on in your chart for a good while. I'd have to know more aspects to do like a full blown out astrological reading. I would want to see, I would really want to see your D9, and which is your older chart, is your more mature chart. So we're going to take a look at that. I'm sorry, my button keeps going off with the ring every time someone comes in and out. I'm so sorry. Just give me a second here. Yeah, so we need to see your D9, and then I would want to take kind of a deeper look at what's going on there, because it's your marriage chart. It does talk about relationships, and to get more of a look into a little bit deeper into the moon chart, I'd like to see what's going on currently and the nearest upcoming, couple months with that chart to kind of do some predictions there. But in a nutshell, on a very basic, general, without looking super deep into your chart, I do see those things popping up, and I hope that just makes some sense for you. And it doesn't, give you any illusions. So there's nothing in the chart that's seeing, marriage coming up anytime super soon. Whatever romance and love connection you will be experiencing for a while, it's going to be going on right now. And then 2 years from now. Next year, like I said, there's some kind of introspective drama going on and some huge karmic lessons. This is the last turn for Saturn for you, and Saturn's really going to want to show you what to let go of. Being that that's your age, at 60, Saturn's really ready to settle the score and calm down that karma. So you're not going to be hit really hard with anything karmically. It is going to be a softer hit. But this is still that last lesson. Is there any way for you to avoid the drama? No, you cannot avoid it. Is there any way for you to make it better? Like not as painful, not as difficult? Yes. And those are where you're going to want to do things on Saturdays. You're going to want, and we'll talk about that later. I don't want to get into like an hour-long reading for you, natural, because that's not fair to everyone else to get super deep like that. But there are things you can do on Saturdays, and we can talk more about remedies. Maybe I'll email you a few remedies, okay? Maybe I'll do an extra bonus video for remedies for the private lives, help you guys out, my ultimate subscribers. But there are some helpful things. Not a whole lot. You cannot avoid it, but there's some things that you can do to make it better. Okay? All right. Doja, you were next, hun. You're welcome, Natural Mystic. Thank you very much. Love you. Thank you so much. I hope I answered some of those questions. I mean, I answered them honestly. I can tell you that. All right. There's your chart, Doja. I take it you have a tropical chart. The minute you wrote down Neptune, I knew it. Vedic doesn't do that. So I'm going to have to do a different thing. Oh, boy. Okay. Jeez, I gotta make this straight. Kind of crappy at this. Looks like crap. But I'm not great at making tropical charts. Oh, boy. Girl, you know I hate tropical. Fuck. All right. It's Vedic? Girl, Vedic don't have no Neptune? The hell are you reading? You know you ain't reading no Vedic sidereal with no damn Neptune. You better go play Lotto. Don't play me. Don't play me at all. Trying to give me the hardest chart today with that shit. Thank you, son. Helen, my chart is from KRS and has Neptune. Oh, well, they must have added it. I had my KRS chart done like 10 years ago. There was no Neptune. He must have just added it. They didn't used to have it. He just did 7 planets for all these years. All right. Let's try to get your chart done. It's going to take me a minute. This is not how I normally do it. All right. So let's see. Where's your sun? Where is your sun? Taurus, Mercury, Ketu, house of Taurus, sun. Wait. House, 7th house. Taurus, sun, and Saturn. Okay. Rahu and Neptune in the ascendant. There's a lot of drama going on with Rahu and Neptune. My God. That's terrible. Okay. Sign of Scorpio, first house, moon. Okay, moon. Okay. And Jupiter, 5th. Pisces, Mars. Wait, what the hell? Jupiter, 5th house. Pisces, Mars. 6th house, Taurus, Mercury. What the fuck? Taurus. Okay, here's where I'm getting caught up on your words. Mars, 6th house, Taurus, Mercury, and Ketu, 7th house. That doesn't make any type of sense to me. Let me try to read it all together. Trying to differentiate. Rahu and Neptune are in the ascendant. I know they're in Scorpio. Okay. The first house is Moon. Jupiter's in the 5th. Okay. Pisces has Mars. In the 6th. house. I'm getting confused right there. Taurus. I don't, maybe it's I can't read this. Mars is in Aries? What in the actual F? Capital F-U-C-K. How did you come here, Doja, and F me up? I am so effed up right now. I don't even know my own ASS right now. You just came and effed me all up. Using other software, using all this shiz. Knowing for years I send you guys to the vault of the heavens. Lahiri Ayanamsha. And here you are with your S-H-I-T, all caps. You just effed me. Girl, I'm going to have to read you tomorrow. This is making 0 sense. Just none. I'm getting words, signs, houses. I can't use this with what you gave me. I was trying to, but I mean, I'm gonna try again. I'll use it with my chart and see, because all your words are together. There's no commas. There's no periods. I'm just trying to read it with none of that. There's no commas. I don't know who's who with what. Okay. I'm just gonna go this way with my way. Rahu and Neptune. Okay, in Scorpio. All right. Rahu and Neptune in the sign of Scorpio, first house, moon. Wait. There's no comma. Wait a minute. First house. Then it jumps to moon and Jupiter in the fifth. Okay. In the sign of Pisces. Okay, I see what you're saying now. Moon and Jupiter. Okay. Now there's no period or comma, but we're jumping on to Mars, right? So now Mars is in the sixth house. Correct? Trying to read what you have here. Mars 6th. And then we go to Taurus. Mercury and Ketu in the 7th. Okay, that makes sense. So Mercury and Ketu in the 7th. Now we're jumping. Okay, Mercury / Ketu 7th house. Taurus, Sun, and Saturn. So here's where it jacks me up. Taurus, Sun, and Saturn in Gemini. 8th house. That doesn't make sense to me, but I'm just going to write down what I think it is. Mercury and Ketu in the 7th. Which is Taurus, which you already said. Taurus, Mercury, Ketu, 7th house, Taurus. So you said Taurus twice, and I'm getting tongue-tied and twisted. But I'm assuming that you accidentally put Taurus twice for Mercury and Ketu. That is Taurus twice, but it's the same meaning. Correct? Taurus, Mercury, Ketu, 7th house, Taurus. Period. There's no period, but I think that's a period. And then we're going to jump to the Sun and Saturn in Gemini. Okay. And then Venus in the 10th. All right, I survived. Okay. Next time, don't write me what zodiac they're in. That confuses me. Maybe I'm a retard, but that confuses me. All I want to know is what your ascendant zodiac sign is. That's it. And then I know how to number all the houses. And then you just tell me the planet and the house. Planet, house, and I got you. Putting in the other zodiacs, maybe I'm drama girl, because I'm a drama person and I have Rahu with my Mercury and all the drama. But that just doesn't make sense to me. But I got you. Okay, let's see what's going on. Now I can breathe. What is your question? Let me go back up. Oh, Lordy. Okay. Okay. I'm just scrolling up for that question, honey. Okay, I can't go any further. I went to the top. It just it made me go all the way to the top, and I can't go further. So rewrite your question, please. I'm sorry. Please rewrite rewrite your question. Rewrite your question, please. Oh, this is fun. This is a lot of fun. I don't know what mess I got myself into tonight. What is desired in your chart? That's a very vague question. What do you want? Period. That's in your D10. What do you want your D10? That's like a lot of career and strong desires. Your purpose, your D30. Your D30 will talk a lot about your divine gifts and your purchase. I'm sorry, I can't talk today because I'm clearly full of issues. Your desires, your purpose in this life. D30. God, if I can get my mind together. And in your birth chart, in a nutshell, just in a nutshell, what do you want? Is Mars here in the 6th house, which is you really want to win an argument. You really want to conquer bad people. You want justice in the world. You want bad people to pay and atone. You want to make evil ones pay. You have a great desire to see those that have harmed others suffer. You want to bring them to justice. You cannot stand injustice in relationships or on TV or politically or in the world. Injustice just makes you mad and you want to fight for that. But if you want to look at that in a relationship sense, Mars rules your 6th, and Mars talks about your desire to conquer, your desire to achieve the things that you want. You want to love your career. Okay, so her question is not about just in general, it's about love. Okay, my bad. Okay. I'm clearly like Mercury has just abandoned me tonight. He has no business helping me out. He's gone, and my mind makes no sense tonight. I'm so sorry, Doja. My brain is done. Sun, her question is what sort of person is destined in her chart? Okay, my bad. Obviously, I read that wrong. Am I seriously like, what's wrong with me? Oh no, you wrote what is desired in my chart. But you meant what is destined in my chart. Okay. And what kind of person is destined for you? I get it. Okay. Bear with me. Hang in there. We're surviving. This is a crazy reading. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm just literally crazy. Like, honestly. Let me see. What kind of person are you meant to be with? You're meant to be with a pretty boy that is a philanthropist, a bleeding heart. That's who you're meant to be with. That's just going to be like the telltale signs, the bleeding heart. You are very attracted to people that want to save others, that have a humanitarian kind of mentality. Someone that wants to help anyone in need, someone that runs to people that are suffering, a hero, a leader, someone that has experience with hardships. So the person that you would be destined to be with, honestly, would come from hardships in their life. This person may have come from a broken family, a rough family, a bad neighborhood, a bad upbringing, maybe perhaps a poor country or a poor upbringing. Someone well-educated, someone who has street smarts, but someone that's just very wise, very intelligent. And I don't care what kind of, financial situation they have, but somebody with character, someone that impresses other people. This is also someone that doesn't care what they wear, unfortunately. This person may not be the best dressed person in the room, to be honest. This person may not really care a lot about name brand clothes or how they look. This person may be kind of slobby sometimes or just thrown together. Someone that would give the shirt off of their back to someone in need. This is someone that would definitely be very, very friendly with you, as in you guys have great conversations. This is kind of sit around the bonfire. Let's talk about our dreams. Let's talk about world peace. Let's talk about politics. Let's talk about aliens. Let's talk about stuff. This very philanthropist ideas. What can we do in our efforts with our purpose together in humanity? Like, what is our purpose here? So the person you're meant to be with is someone that you can communicate with, and someone that you would think you would have a lot in common with, but I do see some problems with it. Because with Rahu there in your first house, you have the energy of being drawn to self-importance. I'm not trying to say that you are, but this is not a mean, cruel, narcissistic thing. I'm not saying that about you. I'm just saying you are pretty self-conscious and think a lot about how other people see you and what other people think about you in the room, what he might think of you, how he might see you. You feel very judged, and Neptune brings about that mysterious kind of life-changing transformation for you that your partner would ironically change things about you. You might change for your partner, kind of like a chameleon. And this is the focus on what can I do to be a better partner? What can I do to be more attractive for this person? What could I do to gain more attention and love and admiration from my partner? So see, it's not like you're meaning to be, looking in the mirror all the time. It's just you have this need, because Rahu's there in your first house, which is your head. You have this need and illusion that you're being watched. People are looking at you. People are thinking something about you. And you want to perfect that. There's this need I want to be a little bit more perfected so I can be that perfect partner. And this is where you feel a little bit not as important to your person, because your person seems to be more focused on other people. And the partner that you're destined to be with doesn't focus on you. And this is going to be some of that karmic problem you're going to notice when you're in relationships. Why am I not being focused on? Why am I not priority? This is Rahu in the first. Why am I not priority? Because Rahu's worried about himself. Why are you so worried about your friends, Mercury? Why are you so worried about, your philanthropy, your goodwill, your good deeds on this earth, your purpose, your other connections, friendships, if you will, even coworkers, if you will? Why are you so focused on them? What about us? What about me? What about our connection? Shouldn't I be number one? And so I think you should, but in your case, karmically, there's this, you're not number one. And Rahu's getting upset. And he's like, no, this is bullcrap. It's about me. Personally, I like it. I like the whole about me business. Been there, done that in the past life, because I have Ketu in my first. So I've been there, done that. I know that's important. And this is a time in your life where you're supposed to focus on you. So don't have guilt. You are supposed to focus on you. Rahu wants to pull you out of your comfort zone, which is thinking about other people, like your friends, your sisters, your family, your besties, your coworkers, your partner. Rahu wants you to better yourself. Rahu wants to pull you out of your comfort zone, which is being safe around others, and more about being safe with yourself. Now, Rahu does it in a very trashy way because he's a demon. So he's not exactly healthy, but he has purpose. He has the balls to pull you into yourself in whatever way possible. He might do it through heartbreak. He might do it through destructive ways of patterns. This could be drinking. This could be drugs. This could be meaningless sex. This could be, grabbing at attention schemes. Rahu's toxic like that. It's like an attention-seeking whore. Not that you are, but I'm saying that's how Rahu is. So when he's there, he's kind of that bad demon in your ear, dragging you out of taking Pinocchio out to Fantasy Island. You know what I mean? Which is a great experience. It's great karma to go through. And you need to look at how to do that self-love and self-care in a healthy way. But sometimes, and Rahu does mean obsession, he might make you a little bit ultra focused on certain things. Just example, like, I know this is probably not you, but I'm just going to kind of give you an example so you could run with it. Someone that gets a big pimple in the middle of their forehead, and it's like not that bad to everyone else, but to the person, that's all they see. And so the person rubs at it and rubs at it and picks at it and pinches it and pops it and tries to cover it up with makeup, and then it doesn't look right, so they wipe it off and cover it up with makeup again. And it's like, this damn pimple's in my way. I can't be seen. I can't go to this party, or I can't go get married today, or I can't go do this because this damn pimple. And it's like ultra focused on it, like the problem. You know what I mean? And so that's what I mean. Just an example with Rahu that can be a little obsessed with something like a flaw when it's not that big of a flaw. So you might find yourself focused on flaws inside of you that are not that big of a deal, but they're a big deal to you. So you might be super, super good at self-correction to the point where sometimes it might make you feel bad about yourself. So this is kind of like beating yourself up. And it's like replaying things in your mind, like what they last said to you, reading words they wrote you and reading into it big time, trying to see, like, is it aimed at me? Did I do something wrong? Are they mad at me? Is it about me? He seems a little off. Is he avoiding me? Do I smell? Did I turn him off the wrong way? Did I push him away? Did I say something wrong? Rahu feeds these grandeur illusions that cannot always be the greatest, and it's like, it's good to be focused on self. It's good for all of that. But Rahu tends to explode it and expand it super big. And then Neptune's there, he's a great transformation king. And he's there to give you this deep introspection of self. And it's like the diamond in the rough, and he's there to transform you in a good way. But definitely in your younger years, it's going to be like the super ultra worried teenager. It could be through destructive patterns as a young adult. And then as a mature adult, it could be ultra focused on self work, shadow work, and criticism. And then as you get older, it's just going to be a very blunt, this is who I am, take it or leave it attitude. And that's just kind of what they bring about. So your partner that you're destined to be with, back to that, is very detached from self, and just more worried about others. And that is going to create a big hole in your life. And it's going to make you feel not very important to someone. And so there might be some ultra sensitivity. And the fact that Rahu sits there in your Scorpio, that's very, very deep. And Neptune is very, very deep. So Rahu just explodes the energy of Neptune and Scorpio. So we're going to look at what rules Scorpio, which is Mars, and Pluto, which I don't know where your Pluto is. I assume you have a Pluto somewhere since you said Neptune, but you weren't using Trop, you were using something else. Okay, I'm going to go with you on that. So where did I put your moon? Oh yeah, Mars is over here in the 6th. So there's a lot of what feels like your lovers feel like your enemies sometimes. And you're always like, why do you have to turn against me? Why are we at war with one another? Ah, so Pluto's in the 11th. Well, he's not so bad because Moon and Jupiter are looking at him. See? They're like, hi, Pluto, what's up, buddy? I didn't know we were roomies. We're roomies. So they're cool. So Pluto's big transformations are going to be just big spiritual lessons. No losses, just lessons. So you're going to learn how to dramatically transform yourself, ironically, through your troublesome lover who teaches you to be altruistic and more focused on the world and more focused on other people. He's going to bring you out of your shell, which is out of your mind, because this is like literally your brain. There's your little head and your little smiley face and your little eyes. So your man's going to be bringing you out of your head and into a more reality. And he's going to be like, honey, it's not about you. I really just am focused on my friend that's having a problem right now. Or, honey, it's not you. It's just I'm worried about, my ex situation and how that affects the kids and how that ultimately affects, our lives. Like, it's not about you. Oh. So he's gonna kind of calm down your fears and your insecurity. I thought this is yours.
You took the entire.
There's another one downstairs.
Okay. Well, since you had that, I
Here.
decided to give that. No, that's yours.
Oh, well, I bought you a whole separate one for your room.
I know you did. I'm currently now using that one.
Okay. All right. And you're welcome for the pizza.
Uh-huh. Also, you're welcome for concerning about Matt's safety.
Okay. You had good intentions. I love you. I gotta do my work.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good night.
Good night. So anyways, I'm so sorry about the interruption. Today's a crazy day. I know Mercury retrograde's over, but this is the shadow period, so don't play me. I'm still hit. Okay, I'm not done. Anyways, Doja, I'm a crazy woman right now, but I just want to say the person you are meant to be with will calm down your fears, bring you to a more grounded area, and is very much a spiritual teacher. I'm not saying they present looking like a spiritual person, but they do have a spiritual effect on you. Like kava, and you're just going to have this nice release of the insecurities and the overthinking. And you're just going to start to see a broader picture that it's okay. The world is drama. People are drama. These things happen. You did nothing. And Rahu's just giving you the illusion like maybe you did, but you didn't. This is not your fault. You did nothing. I think that in relationships, you're always a best friend and you're very caring and you give the shirt off your back. Not only does that represent your partner, that represents you. You have a good heart like that. But Rahu just always makes you overthink. And it's not to worry. Now, so the person you're going to be with, I think you're going to be blessed. This is a medicine. Mercury's kind of medicinal. And Ketu's there to cut off and heal and like disconnect you from worrying so much. And also, we don't need all these friends. We don't need all these people in our lives. And that's what you're going to teach your person. You, on the other hand, have a purpose. And you are going to teach your person how not to be worried so much about so many people. You're both going to be teaching each other something. Your man is going to be like, thank you for making me more grounded. Thank you for showing me that I need to have more of a tighter focus on our relationship and my own personal life, that I don't always have to worry about, being my brother's keeper. I don't always have to worry about what's going on with other relationships. That's sweet and kind and good, but it's too much. Anything in excess is too much. And so you're going to teach your person to cut some relationships back. to cut them off. You got to lose that friend. They're not good for you anymore. You outgrew them. Or, your neighbor's really nice, but you spend a lot of time with them and, you're not focusing enough on your connection with our kid or this and that. Like you kind of bring them harnessed in and refocused. So you have a lot of purpose for your partner as well. And as far as someone younger, Mercury and Ketu, definitely someone younger. And good looking. And probably very smart, well spoken, but probably a little bit more on the quieter side until you get to know them, right? All right. Well, that's it, Doja. I'm glad that was spot on. All right, Sun Val. I see your chart. Okay, I'm going to get into that now. The info for Mael's chart is, okay, let's get into that. Okay. Oops. All right, so. Oh, he's like me. Oh, he's so much like me, son. Son. No wonder he's having drama. He's going through his sati. Your poor guy. He's a lot like me. Not exactly, but there's some very big placements saying he's like me. Okay. Son. This is why I love you, Steph. Oh, girl, he's like a guy version of me. What the heck? He's literally my twin. I'm just kidding. Not like that, but this is crazy. So I have a Ketu in my first, and my moon is in my fourth with no other planet. Crazy thing is he's a Saggy rising. I'm a Saggy rising. So both of our moons are in Pisces. So let me tell you, son, I'm about to really relate to him a lot. Okay? I'm about to really relate to him. So what do you want to know about your little hunky monkey? That is just crazy, son. That's bananas. That's just crazy. Doja, no one understands him better than Steph. Girl, no one's gonna understand him better than this. Is crazy. I'm like, what? Wait a minute. No, that's just nuts. That's just crazy. Hey, Jen. I'm sorry you haven't been around, girl. I love you too. And I'm so glad you're here. So you want to know, love and divorce. What's going on in his life? Any divorce? Girl. I would know, wouldn't I? I would know. Girl, can I just say, the sati that I'm in, that he's in, girl. Yes. There's so many big separations going on. I know, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Okay? Loss, girl. Loss. His moon is just getting hit by freaking what feels like freaking asteroids just attacking his moon. He's going crazy, girl. That being said, yes, he's surrounded by some very big losses right now. It could be loss of house, loss of job, loss of money, definitely loss of relationship. Okay. He's in it. And believe me, if there's ever a karmic time to deal with it, it's now. It's now. It's now. And he's in hot, boiling water. Now there's going to be some difficulty detaching for him. Now I need to know how old he is. so I can get a little bit deeper into it. But oh yeah, loss of job and money. Girl, I've been hit so hard financially. You guys, if you're here watching me, donate to my channel. Y'all need to quit donating to Tyler's Tarot and everyone else just throwing him $100 bills for being cute and talking shit in the hot tub. What about me? You want me to get in the hot tub and just talk shit? Will you all come on and just donate at that point? Just be spitting all kinds of super chats? Because that boy be getting them. He be getting them. But anyways, it's not in my chart. I'm going through Sati Sati. Very little followers, very little people viewing, very little everything. Because, you know, Saturn wants to F with me. Like he's effing with my L. Okay? Period. Jen, don't get me started on financial. It's just crazy. Oh my God, guys. Wow. I need some rum in this Coke. Anyways. How old is he, son? How old is he? Oh, I see it now. 42. My bad. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Wow, he's almost my age too. That is crazy. We're almost, I can't. That's nuts. He's a 1982 baby? That is nuts. That's crazy. Okay. So right now he's in his Venus period, which is a great desire. Oh, girl. Really? I knew it because I knew he was talking about babies. Girl. He's all up in his little Venus area. Look, I'm going to just draw a little heart. Oh. This man wants babies. He wants babies. And he wants good loving. He wants romance. His little Cupid's arrow is just hit. And he just wants all the ooey gooey, period. All right? So he's all about babies right now. Babies, love, romance, bring it on. He wants to get away from a lot of his girl. Oh, what? I'm gonna freak out. I'm gonna freak the F out. Look. Oh my God. Jupiter and Venus. Oh my God. Son. Girl. You could listen. Oh my God. You could so get pregnant right now. He better not be sleeping with somebody else because this man is spitting out babies. You need to know this. Like, I am not kidding. Freaking triplets can come out of this. He is spitting out nothing but babies. Okay? I don't know if that's what you're wanting. Maybe it is. But if you're not and he's doing somebody else, that's a scare. That's something to worry about. Okay? This man is fertile. Fertile. This is his moment. This is his moment. I don't know how long he's going to be in this moment, but this is his moment. And it will pass. This too shall pass. And when he's 43, maybe well into 43 or whatever, that moment will pass. But this is the moment where he has a strong desire and love-making ability to create life. Okay, he's dropping that seed. Now, this is also a time where he's really in love. He wants love, like he's romantic. Okay, this man wants to be romantic. Jupiter is amplifying his romanticisms and ideas. He's just feeding him with all kinds of romance. He might seem like his head's a little in the clouds. He's very romantic right now, but that's just where he's at. He's very driven that way. This is also a time where I think he might come up on some money, which is a great thing. He needs it. Now, girl, what? This needs to be my chart. When's my money coming? Anyways, just kidding. I'll look at me later. But, oh yeah, my money's not coming till next year. Shit. Okay, anyways. This is a good time for him to be pulling in that dough, getting that new job, that new career, getting righted in some way. Karmically, I think financially it's going to go up for him. Okay? So, and listen, and I've talked about this before, sometimes the arrival of a baby or the birth of a baby, the impregnation of a baby can bring on wealth. That happens to some people. Now, this might be with him. His wealth may turn up if he karmically has that child. Jupiter may bless him financially. Okay? Some people are tied to that. I think there was a time before when I had Matthew where his arrival brought forth more money for me. It was just karmically. And, he's a Sag. Now, this has a lot to do with luck, girl. Luck. And Jupiter rules Sag. So he's there in the 11th, wanting to bless Jupiter, okay, wanting to give him the goods. But there are things that must happen. Now, I do think karmically, when he does have a child, his finances will improve. Sometimes that just means simultaneously that boss gives a raise, or simultaneously this person would get a promotion, or simultaneously this person would get a new job offer, a new opportunity, things of that nature. So sometimes, it does have a lot to do with karma. Now, that being said, besides his baby making desires and money coming up at some point with luck kind of surrounding his romance. Now, you, Venus, because that's you're right here in his present moment. Okay? So you're here in his sights. He's got eyes on you. All right? He's a looking and he's a liking. He's focused on you. Okay? He wants some of that sun. He wants it. Now, you are his romance. Now, he's going through losses. And it's difficult. But at the same time, Sati Sati, unfortunately, 6 years. Well, 6.5. It's damn near 7, but it's 6.5 years. And he's in the middle of it. So could there be 3 more years of drama? Yeah, there could be, unfortunately. All right. He's going to come out of this. He's going to go right over here. Nothing too crazy happening this upcoming year. There's nothing in his house really signifying the court, really signifying that divorce, that leaving. I will say this moon, which is his Sati Sati, is aspecting it right now. So divorce with Saturn aspecting it is going to create this court situation that will probably be coming up. There's legal matters. I know, because I'm actually dealing with some legal matters. Nothing big for me, but there is some legal matters. It's Sati Sati. But he's going through the same thing. So there is some legal matters. What's going to come up for him? This is even next year, what's going to come up for him. Rahu in the 3rd. So this is a big push into another relationship, which I feel would aspect you. I do. I do. I think his luck. I think Saturn and Rahu being connected in your birth chart, well, in his birth chart, would give that 10th aspect of importance. And looking at Venus, I think there is a big push to go into a new relationship between a little bit now and definitely within 9 to 12 months. I do. So I do see that push. Now, Rahu does mean illusions, drama. There's some problems. Okay. I really feel like what he wants more than anything, which is to have this new relationship, he's really got to work hard on his sacrifices to make it happen. I feel like at this age and coming right at the tail end of Sati Sati, he is going to learn that big lesson and he is going to let things go. And I do feel within like 2 years, he's going to be settled down. Okay. So that's going to be the fourth house. Well, the fourth sign, which is Cancer, which is the 8th, which is after divorce, which is gains from relationships. It's going to match up with his moon. And there's going to be somewhat of a little combo blessing here after he gets out of this difficult Sati Sati period with you. He's got a lot of drama going on here. I mean, look at it. He's got a lot of drama. I mean, look at my, you don't want to see my chart because it's probably worse. But I feel on him, you know, he's just trying to let go, but it's very hard to let go, but he's feeling the urge to do it. And I do believe he will be blessed and settled out of a divorce within 36 months. That's what I feel. Could be 48, but I'm going to say 36 months. I do feel that there's going to be kind of an explosion of that relationship coming up 6 months to a year from now, okay? It is going to explode and implode from the inside, if you will. It will implode. It's written in the stars. It's in his chart. It's karma. Is he fighting that? Not really, but is he kind of not paying attention to that right now? He is trying to focus on romance. Pretty much that's it. Like he's trying to focus on Venus, which is you, the 5th house, which is fun, good times, babies, lovemaking, romance. You know, he wants to do that because life is too crazy. And he's a man. And this is where me and him are different. I'm a woman. I look at things differently than him, even though our charts are similar. That's just kind of the energy he's in right now. That's what I'm feeling. Well, he needs to be working on letting go if we're meant to be and have a baby. Who will bring abundance. Oh, wouldn't it though? Wouldn't it? Now, I want to say this. This is just me. Outside of my male astrology teachers, this is just me and my intuition on this. Let's just say, because Rahu's crazy, right? You know, he's the demon. He's crazy. Ooh, he's crazy. He causes all the drama. Let's just say, and I'm not saying you are, and I'm not wishing this on you. Let's just say you accidentally get pregnant. And what follows is a blow up here at the courthouse because she finds out there's drama. This leads to a big blow up. Rahu, surprise, birth of child, and drama with the breakup, the divorce, and being with you. So it's like, you know, let's just say Rahu brings about this crazy blessing, but it's like, what happened? Kind of a nightmare blessing. Then we're all okay. Then we're all okay after that, you know? Could happen. Could happen. It is in the chart. It could happen. I'm not saying it will, but I'm saying that's a possibility. According to his chart, that is a possibility. Not that you want to bring that on. You don't deserve that. Okay? But I do see it. Like it's there. Like it could. Now, he could make some healthy decisions. Saturn and Mars. He could make some healthy. No, the universe is being too hard on him. I'm going to tell you, he is getting hit so hard financially. And I'm just going to speak on this to you guys. So am I. Like scary, scary, scary stuff. Scary, hard times. I know everyone's going through hard times, but the Pisces moon people really going through hard times, especially. So I know he's getting hit to where it doesn't even feel fair. It feels like, even for me, and I resonate with his chart, like your hands are tied behind your back and you're just getting hit in the face by Saturn financially. Just one punch after the other, and you can't defend yourself. You're just taking the hits because that's karma right now. And that's what's happening to me. That's what's happening to him. I'm not going to speak it out and go into details. There are remedies that I'm trying to take, but it's difficult nonetheless. And it is a period where there are losses, but there are gains. Okay? So he's going to lose, but he's going to have a good big gain. He is going to have a big gain. This is a temporary period. Son, he is really going through it. He does not deserve it, but also it is his path so he can clean his life from takers. Yep. And for me, I am super supportive of my grandma, of my kids, of my family. And I've bit off probably way more than I could chew. And I'm having a hard time. No, Sati is going to teach me about that. And priorities on spending, priorities on hard work. I've been doing a lot of physical labor, physical hard work. Finding out about my back and the therapy I need for it was difficult to hear. Going through illness and sicknesses, which for me was COVID a few times. And I know your man, son, went through a health scare of some type. So this is all Sati. And we go through those downs. But there's births too. Like I started another business. I'm going to do some more things with my channels. I've got new ideas. I'm trying to implement that into my life and make healthy changes. There's not a lot of first payback, but it will pay off in the long run. So right now, what he's doing is a lot of seed planting. So all his seed planting will become, even planting those baby seeds, girl. Jupiter is helping him plant seeds. So Jupiter's like, honey, I can't give you a tree today, but I'm going to bless that seed, and that's what he's doing for him. So he is going to go through it. I can't rush this. I know you would love him to just be where he needs to be for you right now. I just have to say, and I'm not taking his side in any means, but we do have similar charts. He's just really going through it, and it's not going to clean up quickly. We're talking at least 36 months for it to start to get good. Okay. Now, if that baby came, that would be a happy blessing. Okay. If this baby did show up, it could bring a very happy blessing because Venus blesses whatever negative situation. She's like, I want to bless it. Now, I know we're having some Sati drama, but I'm here to sprinkle some pixie dust on the situation. So, it's not a bad thing if it happened. But if it doesn't, that's okay. Because like I said, 36 months, it's not a life sentence. Okay. I don't know. I hope I can help you there. Son, he needs an in-depth reading with you, but so don't want him to know my business. I know, girl. He will find out all about the reading on him. Aw. Okay. I can buy an emergency reading for him, but we can't tell him about the channel. What? Son. Girl, you tripping. Girl, you crazy. Say what? So how am I gonna? So I'm supposed to act like a stranger, like I don't know you from a hole in the wall, and just do his reading professionally, and then that's it. He doesn't need to know where I'm from. Okay, we can do that. We can definitely do that. Just let me know if you want the astrology reading or the tarot oracle. We could do both because I know you. So if you want to do the emerge, we can do that. And I can get that done tomorrow. And I'll do tarot and astro if you want, unless he doesn't. Wait, do you want him to know that I know his credentials? You know? Because if I have, I don't know. I don't know if he's going to question, hey, where did she get my birth time and whatever information? Stuff like that. You could just say you gave it to me. But whatever. Just let me know. Just let me know. I will keep it on the DL. And I will play the stranger. We can do that. But girl, he is so cute. I just wish things would go good for you guys because he's like me. I like him now. And I didn't for a little while, but now I feel his pain. I know he's getting spanked by Saturn. I gotta tell you, girl, I have a little sympathy for him now. I'm just, I hope that doesn't affect our future readings of him, but I have a little sympathy for him. I do. He's just a poor guy. He's going, oh. Now, shame on him, though, for being in a connection already and dealing with you. Shame on him. But he needs to get up out of it. And when are we going to do some candle magic? I know we're about to do that candle magic, son. We're just about to. So, son, you need to upgrade to my ultimate membership or just get that half off on the magic circle. But we got to do some magic. We got to do some stuff because, I kind of know what to do now with Saturn, with him, now that he's going through Sati Sati. A little clue. It's going to include dark blue and black candles. And we're going to get into it. I love the dark blue and the black. We're going to go tackle Saturn. It's going to be on a Saturday. We're going to ask for some mercy. And you know what? I'm about to do that for me too. Because, come on, Saturn. I need some money. Okay. Anyways, I love you, son. Guys, I think that's it. Like, it's 3 hours. I pretty much got everyone right. Yeah. If you guys want me to continue the astro readings, we can. I think I spent a little too much time on them, but that's okay. I had fun. I like them. I like doing it. Something different, besides cards all the time. I need to hurry up and broadcast on my new astrology channel. Please go sign up and be a member, and please join me and subscribe to JKS 1111 Astrology. Vedic Astrology, I think is what it's called. Vedic Astrology. Please subscribe over there. I think I want to open a broadcast where I just do free questions for people astrologically on my new channel live over there, just to get some subscribers, to get some movement. So I hope to do that soon. And then I'll just start my astro stuff. I'm not completely settled in my office for the astro. That's why I haven't started it. Now that I think about it, this Sati Sati has been making me procrastinate for a while. Just spanking me. I don't like that. It's supposed to help me. Not spank me, but whatever. Dealing with it. All right. Ellen, we can do me later too. Oh. Okay, Ellen. Yeah, I'm getting tired, love. Ellen, you are first. Tomorrow morning, I will. Are you going to be up tomorrow morning, Ellen? For me? I'm not going to be up super early. It's probably going to be more like 10. But we can do more astro readings tomorrow if you guys want. Doja, I have not fully walked away. No, you can't, girl. And now he's cute, and I'm not going to let you. No, just kidding. No, seriously, son, you're first. I love you, and you got to do what's best for you. Always. I've got your back. Ellen, take tonight to do some homework for tomorrow. Okay? Please do your chart. Write this down, or just memorize this. You want to Google Vault of the Heavens, Lahiri Ayanamsha. and it's A-Y-A for the I in Namsha, A-Y-A. And Lahiri is L-A-H-I-R-I. So go there and then put in all your credentials for your time and location of birth. And then please pick the North Indian chart. And then tomorrow we'll come back and I'll do the astro reading for you, honey. Oh no, use your KRS. That's even better. Use the KRS. I'm so glad you did KRS. I love him. I just love him so much. And if you guys want to follow your chart and learn awesome things about your chart, go to his channel. It's KRS, Learn Astrology. And you could just look at all the placements of your chart and what it means. He is awesome. He's been around for like so many years. And he's great. My only sadness is that his videos aren't longer. He's so good. His videos can be like 5 minutes to 10 to 15 sometimes on his placements. But he's got some good videos where he really goes into depth sometimes about zodiacs and things of that nature. So he's got some really great ones. He's got a little mini movie out about Rahu and one about Ketu. And I have been dying for him to put out his Saturn one, and he's just not put it out yet. But I'm not surprised. Saturn represents delays. So anyways, I hope you guys follow him. Oh, you wrote it down already? Okay, yeah, we're going to use his chart tomorrow. I'm just feeling so tired, hon. I've been on for 3 hours and 13 minutes, so you don't want me to be drained doing your reading. You don't want that. So I had a brain fart with Doja Cell earlier. It was hilarious. And I've recovered. I'm back now. I don't know what happened to me, but my mind went somewhere else for a little while. But I got myself back with Doja. Anyways, you don't want me tired, okay? You don't want me tired. So we'll just go back tomorrow. Ellen, I love you, and I'm going to be perky and bright-eyed and bushy-tailed for yours. If you don't think that you can make it live with me tomorrow, just write down your question under the comments and your chart info, and I'll take note of it, okay? But if not, I'll just see you tomorrow. Aww. No babies for you. Oh, you love son. We got to do some magic remedies. Girl, we got to do, I hate to say it, but son. And we're going to do it in the magic circle. So I hope all you guys buy my magic circle pass. But son, we're going to do a banishment. We're going to go ahead and throw it down. And we're going to do the banishment right. And I'm going to teach you how to do it, and it's not going to hurt you because we're going to do it from the heart. I'm going to teach you a way to do it that's not going to kick your butt karmically, okay? But we're going to do some kind of a banishment and a separation for his situation because he really does need to let it go. And it is in his chart. So I feel comfortable helping you with a banishment spell, a separation spell, if you will, to get him some help out of that situation because, you know, it needs to happen anyway. So if he's struggling, we're definitely going to help. Okay? So anyways, I'll see you guys. I love you. I'm pooped. Good night. And thank you for watching me. Bye, son. Son, I have 2 girls already. I want more if it's my L. Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay. I'll see you guys.